Now, welcome Taurus. Welcome to my Lock Lady special. I'm realizing what this reading is about, so let me hear you, Lock Lady, a little bit, because if you don't know this, Twin Peaks.
Can you see through a wall? Can you see through human skin? X-rays see through solid, or so-called solid, objects. There are things in life that exist, and yet our eyes cannot see them. Have you ever seen something startling that others cannot see? Why are some things kept from our vision? Is life a puzzle? I am filled with questions. Sometimes.
This was from Twin Peaks. It's Wolfgang Free CO, only 12,000 subscribers. Support this channel, Twin Peaks Lock Lady. Introductions, I can link this later. Anyway, I made a little artistic choice here to put my feeling cards in this kind of logs. So now we're gonna only pull. Let's see, because I still have the big cards in here. So this is a love reading. Welcome. A little bit messy to start like this, but anyway, this is my extensive love reading for December and the full moon in Gemini. The light is pretty heavy here, but anyway, I hope this is okay. This is me, Shadow Sister Silva. I let your shadow meet your light, so you can be whole again in my Shadow Sister readings. And today I even sew myself a little bit like a retrograde style. I thought, like, usually I prefer to show my hands because then we can focus on the cards. It's the most important, because at least me, I really like to see the readings that show the cards, but because it's retrograde energy, so why not? Let's see the shadow, and let's see where the Shadow Sister live, and can show my earthly abode, or how did adobe, like my earthly place where I live in this house. So the kind of like a high priestess have now open the curtain, the veil is a little bit open. Anyway, Taurus, you have pre-selected things here. In the end, you will get oracle card from this oracle of Pluto. Pluto is currently in Aquarius, so that's why I bought this deck. I want to go deeper into understanding Pluto and what kind of powers we can kind of dig from the shadows. You got Gazelle. This will be your advice from the spirits, Taurus. Then you got also 33, this kind of dragon with a key and an egg. Interesting, this is a dragon year, end of the dragon year. This is almost like Sun is now in Sagittarius. There is something now in this full moon in Gemini, some kind of hidden key knowledge possibly. These are how we start, and then you have a third eye chakra, so you should become really intuitive. I, in the meanwhile, got very inspired by the Aries reading, so I created my new, if you want to look what Aries had in store, Aries Shadow Love was something to do with the Hermit card, and so I made here my little lock lady. My lock has something to tell you, so I just draw this. But let's see what is coming for you. I'm not using this invisible tarot text, what I'm having, but if your reading inspire me, I might go and after your reading draw something. I don't have this kind of tight schedule now today with this, just that I have to get these readings done by the full moon. So full moon is now in Sunday, and this retrograde, what is currently happening in Mercury, that's the ruling planet of Gemini, the Gemini full moon, it's in retrograde, and just in the full moon it's gonna direct. So there is this kind of message how Mercury, being the God's messenger, is digging deep, and that's why I thought, like, we need to dig deep to this Plutonian world to get you this kind of dark messages, because in the full moon is supposed to everything, if there is some hidden thing from you, they come alive. But maybe I can offer you as a preview already, because I'm naturally in the shadows as a shadow sister. kind of like okay with this kind of world. Anyway, let's see which I gave first to them. What did I give first to the Aries? How did I start this whole reading? Yes, maybe the astrological house. Did I start with that? Or maybe, yeah, let's start with that. These are astro cards. It can show you signs, house, or planets. Now for Taurus, what Taurus needs to know. What is it? It's a house. And it's a third house, a Gemini house. So it is this Gemini full moon. It's really about the communication. There's this telephone here. Spiritual, your ideas, mental, short-term thinking and trips, and physical, who or what is around you. So this Gemini and the third house is all about relationships. There is this wisdom about how this kind of how the connections around us are influencing us. They can change, of course, depending who we surround ourselves. But this is, of course, mental power also, Gemini. So there's your ideas, short-term thinking and trips, who or what is around you. Gemini energy is very fast energy. I mean, I'm Gemini too, but there is this thing that Gemini is really all about fast implementation. Kind of what I'm doing here also. Like immediately when I saw this lock lady energy in this Aries reading, I went and drew this because this Hermit card was still missing from my deck. So fast implementation. Now I'm kind of giving you a preview for the shadows that you could be faster seeing something that everybody else is, let's say, seeing when the full moon lights up the mess of the darkness. And next card, this will be your advice card. I'm gonna use the Anubis Oracle. So let's see what is coming. We're gonna read this in the end. So this will be your, okay, 4. Interesting. You got really Aries card here. Just being organized and structured and a boss and like this kind of like master craftsman, creator of form, organizing principle. This in this deck is really the Aries card. So you have something about this energy, how to be structured and organized. This will be advice. Okay. Then what we do next, maybe we go to this rune. So Taurus, your rune, music. Okay, it's beautiful music. Music could be your ally. Then I think I gave immediately the correct feelings of person. I have these logs here. Let's see which one. Ulle dulle doff, kinkelade, koff, koffelade, kinkelade, ulle dulle doff. This one. So let's see. We get these feeling cards from this box now. So current feelings of your person. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Okay, so not look. Actually feel them like this, all in my hands. That's why I thought, like, because some of my cards are really the card shape. Only now feelings that were this shape would enter to this reading, and I have these 2 different boxes. So it's easier to me to touch them all. Okay, and I think one more. Yes. So here we go, Taurus. Loving yourself is complete when you choose vulnerability over safety. Loving yourself begins with celebrating yourself. Then we have here Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I'm the one who will dance on the floor in the round. Just need Michael Jackson energy here. Then Amorous. Very Taurus, like Taurus is a sensual Venus sign. Roses, I don't have any roses now here, but anyway. Light and warm, fuzzy feelings, romantic, in love, happy and alive, chivalrous actions. Then we have, I must become which I say I am, therefore I boldly declare I'm rich. I see and feel it. I'm rich in health and happiness, love, success, prosperity and money. They think about you and they think about becoming rich. I mean, Taurus is really this kind of earthly material thing. Anyway, maybe it's just they have you, they feel rich. Then we have here leap of faith, trusting divine, trusting intuition, taking action, going for it. And there is this cliff, but somebody has to kind of put effort and job. But the love is pointing. These are the feelings, current feelings. Let's see, do we go immediately to the shadow reading? Maybe I give you immediately a light on the table. Go to shadow love. And don't forget. Taurus light. We have here, it's I'm light-hearted. Okay, not too serious. Light-hearted. Now we use this deck. Yeah, I wonder, I don't have so many decks, but I will have to read those advice cards. And of course, reminding you, if you're subscribed to my channel, please do. If you are new here, you can ask a free psychic question. You have to be Taurus, Taurus Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. Taurus related thing. Now we're going to look to shadow love. What is your shadow love? Something about hidden in the shadows. This is my own spread. First one was a shadow, then this is positive, and this is outcome. So we have totally the Sagittarius energy going on here. Page of Imps is Page of Wands. This kind of very adventurous page, young spirit is in the shadow. Maybe you are not letting yourself completely go out of your comfort zone. You're sticking too much in the normal realms. You should travel a little bit more far. Like here, this person is like in the Egyptian pyramids, very fitting to this advice card we're gonna soon have. Anyway, because this is a shadow, it goes like the attribute should be this kind of fire starter, but something is dimming your light. You are not taking such a bold initiative you could, because it's a full card of the minors. So it is like the good thing behind the shadow is, of course, you have this kind of youthful dreams and energy here, but something is stopping you to have this new chapter and journey in your life. But is it, Taurus, that you are like not using this initial firepower that you got? We are having a Sagittarius season here. We are having this kind of really, Sagittarius isn't even connected to the Chiron. It's like a wounded healer. Sometimes, yeah, our like wound can become, the light goes in there, and it can be really the gift there. The gift might be really this kind of adventurous. I don't say fool because it's not a fool card. Let's say like an adventurous person who really want to discover, even go like Egypt. But somehow you are not going to Egypt, you are not going to these faraway lands. Something is there, okay. Positive side when you have the shadow. Okay, still you're a magician. Still you're able to use this kind of active, creative magician style energy. Still it comes through. It's almost like this rabbit. It's coming through. It's kind of in form of the rabbit comes this kind of like a adventurous spirit, but it's kind of like captured here. Anyway, you have the magician card. It's beautiful. You should be really taking advantage of your gifts, all your like a material resources. There is on the magician table. I'm just looking what is on my table. Like I have a lot kind of behaving like a magician. There is all the elements. you got now this rune music. Maybe this is your way of being magician, for example, currently. But magician wands, this is a wand also. Then there is pentacles, money. There is cups and sword. There's all these elements. This is in the positive side. So this is the shadow still. You have this almost like a ready to experiment underneath this. And it shows kind of like you are making this kind of experimentation. Just maybe should remember how young you are at heart eventually. Not forget what you dream as a young person. Anyway, what is the outcome currently when you have the shadow? Okay, so interestingly, the 4 number is repeating here when the advice card is for the Aries kind of card in Egypt. This is the stalemate. This is somebody who needs like a winter sleep. So maybe you have used a lot of your energy, or you feel like you have. It takes a lot to go out of comfort zone. It takes a lot to be this magician, kind of create something out of nothing, and then end result is that you have this winter sleep and you need to sleep. It's like this card is also connected. I actually will draw this today, yes, because I will draw things that I still don't have this card. I have the idea for this to make a snowman. Snowman because it's like a freezed. Like somebody is like in the story of Norwegian stories, the Fenrir the wolf is like captured by the guards in this change, and it's this equivalent. This card is like the war is stopped, the things are stopped, things are in a stalemate. The Fenrir is there capturing until the end of the world. Like this is anyway having this kind of deep rest and sleep. Could talk about even being a bit depressed, like you need to sleep a lot, but resting is good. It's really it is really needed sometimes. Even now we have a portal 12.12. Some people react to this kind of portals or energy shift. Pluto just went to Aquarius. That is very consuming. It's very like taking a lot of energy, and then the rest is the best solution. And it's here as a result of this shadow love. It's very much self-centered, this whole thing. There is no person around here. It's really, let's say, focusing on your own healing, own strengths. All this shadow love is about self-love a lot. But this is the first, and this and this is now here. Just to be aware. Oi, where is it? Where is this card? So just to be aware of your shadow. And if you heal this one, you maybe have even more adventurous experiments, even more like artistic things in your life, because you are daring to like go more far than you think is possible. You're kind of limiting yourself. Limiting beliefs can always like you can like be your worst enemy, because you are like stopping yourself. You can go much more far. This is saying like you as a young person, you knew it. Something happened. Shadow is always going repressed when other people don't accept this part of you. Maybe they didn't accept this part of you, that you go to the Egypt or you go totally far away lands. Other people or somebody around you didn't accept this part of you, Taurus. And so it is like you are making the magic now where you are. At least you can do that, but you could even do it in the world. So I think now I start to read this advice card. So let's start with this shadow. It's a gazelle. Whatever is this? I remarked with this. So it's a nice Bruges related lace page marker. So me show this gazelle to you. Ah, there's somebody here. Varying red beard. I'm bull like I'm sopped. I was born 5/5, very magical day. I'm not telling you which year, lol. Yeah, this is very 5/5 is completely portal day, and now you're looking to portal reading. But this is now your shadow currently that was picked for you now for this portal. So this is separation, walking away, endings. The arrival of this card may not be welcome sight, my friend, but its meaning cannot afford to be minced. Whenever gazelle energy is present, it's time to walk and maybe even run away, be it from belief, a situation, or possible even a person. There is nothing good here for you anymore. Quite hard to say this, but as difficult as it may feel, consider the grace a gazelle exudes as it flees a scene with great speed and alacrity. Even in the face of danger or defeat, the gazelle exudes confidence in its ability to bring itself somewhere new. There is wisdom in this energy for you too. Should you choose to ignore this card, it's likely that things will get progressively worse. It's also likely that part of you already knows whatever this card is pointing to isn't serving you anymore. Release fear, recognize that the universe is quite fond of a vacuum. As soon as the space this situation was taking up is cleared out, something bigger and better will come and take its place. I will read the full reflection because this is kind of hard card. If change is something you resist, or maybe even downright fear, now would be an excellent time to explore why. Often this fear is linked to one's definition of safety, stability, and comfort, trying to find the balance between the necessary growth that only comes from pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone. This is the shadow. Going out of comfort zone, something is making you too comfortable. Yes, like too comfortable. Result is this: you are just resting in your bed. So often this fear is linked to one's definition of safety, stability, and comfort, trying to find a balance between the necessary growth that only comes from pushing ourselves outside our comfort zone and the need to feel safe can be an arduous task. However, as we grow, change, and evolve, so do our comfort zones. Consider the changes in your life that felt scary at first but which you now are grateful for. Then consider that this moment could be one of those catalysts too. It can be really small change even. It doesn't have to be drastic, like running completely around like crazy from the old. It could be like a minor little change that you need, a little shift. I'm lighthearted, just to stay lighthearted, I would say. Your ideas, this could be even related to your ideas, that your ideas have potential to be this kind of new ideas. Short-term thinking and trips. Who or what is around you? Be this. Maybe the gazelle energy is really here in the sense like you are like alert, like gazelle, like what is around you. Like this third eye even is like this kind of energy that somebody has said. Was it Aaron Doughty have talked about this? Like when we are kind of like shocked in our life, have some trauma, our third eye really opens then because we need that skill. We are like looking everywhere, like, ooh, we need this kind of sixth sense to survive. We don't always need that skill. And yes, when I even look about some related to this kind of Chiron and all this kind of wounded healer, it's always like pointing out how now modern society has put all kind of like a diagnosis to people, like if you are kind of using your third eye or like trying to use it, it's almost like you're crazy. Like there's this kind of stigma about thinking differently in the society, like admitting that you are actually able to who was it saying, like if you're able to hear God, you're like crazy. But I'm saying that you can open your third eye, you can use your right side of the brain, that is really this creative thinking, and it is really like your higher self. It's not being crazy. Of course, when you are not using any medicines or pill to do this awareness, it's very natural. You're not like like let's say like trapped by it. It's just that you are open to it. There are exercises how you can even open your third eye, in the sense that I could teach you. I mean, I have some course content, but like it is really up to you if you are willing to go so much out of your comfort zone, because the critical mind is what we are used to in this society. We are not used to this kind of really creative force that can be really the sixth sense and this kind of messages. Even the music can come through. It has come to me many times in my reading. Like I have some song suddenly, and it's very meaningful. Like those songs are really like out of blue. Like, oh my god, like how that song came. And it's when I look at the lyrics, it's like, of course, in my life I've heard this, I know this, but that moment my conscious would have never like rationally think about it. But this kind of ability is here for you to explore possibly your sixth sense, like a gazelle. Like sometimes you need to like use this kind of like alert stage. What is the message of that feeling? If fear, even what the fear wants to tell you, it can be really healthy thing to feel fear. It can be really a true danger. So I'm not wanting to say that sometimes really the feeling fear is needed. Like something is totally dangerous, like exposing yourself in internet like this my home maybe is dangerous, you know. That everybody can see where I live. I didn't say that, but kind of like it's like there are boundaries that you need in life to feel safe. But the gazelle is here really to say this kind of alerting is part of your shadow somehow, that you could master this energy and become really this kind of awake person. Let's say awakened, maybe even, because there's this fire is really like a symbol of like awakening the third eye. Maybe this is the big secret that you are afraid to do. Anyway, it's possible, but it's really about like activating your right side of the brain. And here you have also this key, very much kind of like some hidden knowledge. Wearing red bird say, I always carry a rune stone in my pocket. Yeah, interesting. These are just painted stones that is like a binded runes. And I have made, last summer I painted the real runes too. You can make, of course, your own set, but I think wood runes are so cool. Do you have, are they like, they are stone, yeah. You can have the made of wood or stone. You can self-made also, or crystals. I wanted to use these bind runes first because I was not so familiar. Does this varying red bird name means that you are maybe from Norway? Because it's very like Norwegian would use runes. But I have then also another set of runes, and I was making a promise to myself. This would be for myself, kind of like going out of comfort zone, that I start to learn to use the runes even now the next year when we go forward. So I have the other set with just runes, but then you have to be rune. Yeah, how do you pronounce it? I'm from Finland. Like a riimukirjaimet. In Finnish is riimu. Okay, I'm very English with Viking ancestry, says very in red bird, yes. So it's like in Finnish it's very riimukirjoitus. Riimu, you would say. But it's rune, I guess, in English. Anyway, if somebody of you now, we are going end of this reading soon, when I have a psychic reading, you're Taurus, you could ask me a question and then I will pull. I have this actually 8 sacred crystals here. It's one extra. But okay, let's finish your reading now. You have one more advice card, which is this Knum Master Craftsman, and this is Aries card. Really beautiful, focused energy here. A working person, like a really emperor style energy here. It's very interesting. You got that. Where did I put it? Here's the book. And also, if this is gazelle, and here we have, it's not a gazelle, but kind of like some buffalo. What is it? Like these are kind of both having horns. And bull has horns like this. Interesting that you got this kind of very bull-like cards as advice cards. It's almost like the spirit world really knows that I'm dealing with the Taurus here. Like mentioning Taurus is all these horns coming. Okay, Knum, master craftsman. Knum is one of the great creator gods of Egypt. He is depicted with the head of a ram, his horns spiraling outward like DNA spirals. Knum is the highly skilled master craftsman who creates the eternally evolving varieties of material form upon his potter's wheel. Is there a pottery workshop too here? He holds the universal secrets of the organizing principles of DNA and life itself. Knum lovingly and carefully creates all the bodies of all the creatures of Earth, including humans. If you have pulled this card, Knum has stepped forward to offer you renewal and physical healing. As he renews your body, he activates the deep memory of the Ka body, the consciousness that permeates the human form and weaves through and around the cells of the physical body. The activated Ka calls forth your connection with your ancient ancestors, the Neteri of Egypt, as well as the power and vitality that come from that connection. You may feel an actual shift in consciousness and expansion in your physical body when you spend time with Knum and imagine yourself on his potter's wheel. Really, is it pottery doing here? Yeah, it's a pottery wheel. It's just weird workshop. Talking about magician in the workshop, there is this craftsman's now having this pottery going on. And anyway, these cards are really meant to journey in, like that you should look this card. So maybe I keep this here so you can kind of zone in. Knum expresses the foundation principles required for bringing form to your ideas. He helps you to enter shamanic realms to find the ingredients for and to create physical manifestations in your life in an ordered sequential way. When any aspect of your being is in need of renewal, repattering, or repair, you can step onto Knum's potter wheel with faith and trust, knowing that he will spin you a new form lovingly and with great care. This deity reminds you to be solid and grounded with your energy and your connection to the earth. Very indeed Taurus-like energy. This rootedness or grounding connection allows Knum to usher you into expanded awareness for the next chapter of your journey, which is this, like, you should really be open to this kind of next chapter in your journey, because this is in the shadow, kind of denying almost the next chapter of your journey. So here you go. That was for Taurus. Is there any question now? Wait, I cannot see. I'm getting old. So pottery wheel is from the movie Ghost. Sexy. Yes. Talking about having a subtle reading when I'm asking the spirit guides to come, and here we have the Ghost movie. Yes. Good reference point. Pottery wheel. Everybody should know Taurus look this Ghost movie. Yes. Thank you very much for this tip. Cool. I have here the lock lady going on. Maybe we take from the other lock still one more. There was this. Which lock I used? I think I used this. One more for this wearing red beard. Let's take one feeling card of your person from here. Let's see. Just random. Anchor and hope. This is my like a lock today. This is just a random feeling card for varying red beard. Anchor and hope. Overcoming adversity, resilience, stability, safety, new adventures, confidence, and strength and hope. When life's winds blow and seas get stormy, we all do best when tied to something solid and true. So, interesting. And now, who is here? Is Sandro is also. Very Sagittarius happening. Yes, they're all in order. So we are only going in Taurus. This is the second one, and I have 10 left. So interestingly, I will continue. I will get ready with the next one. That is Gemini. In the Gemini Full Moon, my own sign. I'm Gemini too. But I want to do this in the daylight. So if the daylight goes off now in the winter time, then I think, Chantru, I'm afraid I'm so busy with these readings that daylight goes off, but let's see how far I go. So soon I come back for Gemini. So thank you for seeing. If you didn't subscribe yet, give me like and subscribe, and see you soon. Okay, bye.